my thoughts on the school system taking out African American studies. And in my honest opinion, maybe they should take it out. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, when it comes to black people do not have a strong culture because culture consists of history, traditions, code of conduct, blood lineage, and identity. And with those five things, that makes up a culture. But without those five things, you will always be at the bottom of the totem pole. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Without a strong culture, how can your peoples come together and build? That's the thing. But what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to the education system of America, maybe it is a good idea to take away African American studies out of schools. I mean, don't get me wrong. Blacks did make major contributions in America, but the way how things is going now, the way how blacks carry themselves out here in America, maybe it is a good idea to take away African American studies, to let blacks know that they have to know their place. Not just know their place, but the behavior that they're showing out in public would not be accepted. So by taking away African American history should be a lesson learned to blacks to make them wise up. In my honest opinion, it'll make them wise up. It'll make them know. It'll make them behave. It'll make them know what not to do and know what to do when it comes to public settings or when it comes to anything in general. In America per se. I know it sounds harsh, but that's just my opinion. Because we as blacks, we're down at the bottom. I mean, to tell you the truth, man, we're at the bottom of the totem pole. Because, like I said before, without a strong culture, you will always be at the bottom of the totem pole. And that is so true. And it's real. I mean, look what's going on right now. So much looting, so much destruction, so much arrogance, so much narcissism, so much violence that we produce. So much violence African Americans produce in America. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, humans are something else. But when it comes to blacks, damn, blacks need to be held accountable for their actions. Listen, man. In order for blacks to be a strong nation of people all over again, they need to revitalize a strong culture. Because a culture is needed in any society. With any group of collective, you need to establish a culture. Because without a culture, your peoples will not come together and stand together as a strong nation. That's what blacks are lacking. Blacks already have the spending power. They spend a lot of money each year in America's economy. What they lack is culture. They lack the strong cultural elements that makes them a strong people, that makes them a strong nation. Listen, blacks have to get it together. Blacks have to go back to the basics and know what to do and what not to do. Because I'm telling you right now, man, if things persist, I guarantee you, if things persist, not only blacks are going to be at the bottom of the totem pole, but in my honest opinion, African Americans are going to become the next Native Americans. And what I mean by the new Native Americans, they're going to live in reservations because a lot of blacks are going to be killed off in the future. I guarantee it. A lot of blacks are going to be killed off in the future because of their silly ways. And blacks are going to end up in the same reservations as the Native Americans were. Oh, and also, and I'm gonna say this too. In my honest opinion, when it comes to the Mexicans are going to become the new rising blacks. And what I mean by the new rising blacks is, when it came to blacks building Black Wall Street and all that, the Mexicans are going to do the same thing. The Mexicans are going to build their own Wall Street, aka the Mexican Wall Street, while blacks are going to be living in reservations, dying out each and every day. And when it comes to the Asians are going to become the new Caucasian race, the new white power, basically. The Asians, the Chinese people, whatever, the Asians, they are going to become the new white power structure of the world. They are going to run the economy. They are going to run the world's economy. Asians are going to take over. When it comes to the world's economy, the Asians are going to take over. When it comes to the rising new blacks, there's going to be the Mexicans, and the new Native Americans, that is going to be blacks. I hate to get down to you, but that's just my opinion. And if people don't like it, they can unsubscribe right now. But my advice to everybody who's listening right now, do your research. Do your due diligence, do your research, and make sure you find the correct answer for yourself. But I guarantee you, once you do the research, you go realize some of the same things that I'm saying to you right now, you're going to agree with it. Some of the same stuff that I'm saying right now, you're going to agree with some of them. I guarantee you. See, when it comes to listening, when it comes to listening, I don't care about the speaker. I want to listen to the message. I don't give a damn about the messenger. I want to listen to the message. Because when it comes to the messenger can be an asshole, but that asshole can give out a few tips. That asshole can give out a few truths when it comes to life in general. See, I don't disregard the message. I want the message. Because any message could be very vital for anyone's future. But I digress on that. But when it comes to blacks, though, man, in my honest opinion, maybe the education system of America should take out African American